rocking with the greatest. I ain't even famous, but I know I'm better than your favorite. Got them in amazement when I put these letters on these pages. I am too conscious for you to be underestimating. I'ma come up as contagious.
Okay. Well, you said a few things, but was that the only thing? Obviously, you said your team's gonna win. You feel, or
my team is winning.
I think there's a couple of belts and things like that. So like,
all that is dope, man. All that is dope. I mean, we just got to see how it goes. Like we're just in our minds imagining. Like like how it's gonna look. It's gonna be shot right. It's gonna be edited right. Is the sound good? Make sure the footage is crispy. Make sure the sound is good. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea of. It ain't no big spectacle, and it's, Drake's flying out in a helicopter. He's going to land on the roof. And It's just raw, grungy, battle rap, money on the floor, winner get the money, loser got to be on loser cam.
With that being said, though, I think this all pretty much started. Like, I wasn't really in the space the first day, but, just catching up and things like that. The battlers who were talking, they missed the YouTube drops and things like that. How do you feel about the YouTube drops?
We all, a lot of us start watching battle rap from YouTube. Like, you got to go back to the source. But I think a lot of times it was like the monetary, it's like they wasn't making as much money and things of that nature. They didn't want the cuss words and they added that type of thing affected a lot of the, smack them like, hey, shit, we gonna make our own platform and get this bread, So like, shout out to them for that, you know what I mean? Because fighting a monster like YouTube is commendable to go against the grain. Not saying that they gave up on their roots, because that's where they started at, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, they started on a DVD before it was fucking YouTube, but it was that YouTube era that really boosted them to where they are now. So I definitely wouldn't want to abandon the original fan base that got them where they at. You feel me?
I also.
So I want the YouTube drops to come back. It's a lot of us that have battles on the app definitely would like to see a lot of those battles drop on YouTube. Yeah. It's been long enough. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You haven't seen me in Big T. You haven't seen me in Chess. Yeah. You haven't seen me in Arsenal. You haven't seen me in Mike P. You haven't seen me in O-Red. It's like I got down like I'm top 3 on the app. Bro, I got like 20-something joints that's unreleased. I think the only one that hit YouTube was me and Trez, and that took down there 2 years to hit YouTube. So I do want to see the YouTube drops to come back.
Yeah. You think it's gotta be some type of balance, because obviously the app's still there. Like
yeah. I think it should be at least some type of time limit on. Okay, if you do the battle on the app, we're gonna hold it for 90 to whatever days, 90 days. Yeah, After that period, we'll drop it on YouTube. So, but I can't tell them how to run their business, but a lot of us can't really promo the way we used to. And then 100%. It's a bigger, subscriber base with YouTube that has
it's worldwide.
That hasn't seen your, your work. So I think, and especially for the new guys, it's like that YouTube fan base will help them grow exponentially as opposed to them just being on the app.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But I also have to look at the business side of it, what makes sense for them. But I do feel like for the newer guys, maybe they shit should come out on YouTube and build their fan base from there, then start giving them exclusive app drops. Yeah.
And for me, last thing for the YouTube, I always say like, we always say we never know who's watching and things like that. So you got Netflix producers, movie producers, watching on YouTube. Wow, I like this guy's energy. Unless you're a diehard fan, you're not gonna really have the app like that to go find a Danny Myers or Easy the Block Captain or a Twerk. Yeah. But you can find that on the YouTube. Then and it's also easy. Okay, who is this guy? And I can find him on social media.
Yeah. So I mean, so it's kind of pros and cons to it, man. It's pros and cons to everything. But as we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll change the format in the future, hopefully. So let that be that.
In my third eye, see him looking at me, conjuring the spirit of a warrior heart to get at me. If you come in peace, then it's reciprocated. But if you plotting and faking, I can see through the changes. From friends to strangers, it's strange how your friends are changing. I was too trustworthy, that's really dangerous. We all got rules and laws we abide by.